Hi guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about meal prepping and the importance of it. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and being a stay-at-home mom, I make most of my meals here at home on demand, which means that I can make sure I'm hitting my macros and getting my nutrients in, and also hitting my caloric needs. But there are sometimes when I have appointments, or I'm running errands, or I just simply want to take the children out, and that's when meal prepping is important for me and for the children. But where it's definitely the most important is for my husband, who works outside of the home. And so every single week I send him out, or I meal prep a couple of things and send him out with those things throughout the week. That way he can make sure that he is meeting his needs. Food is the make or break of your goals, and you just don't want to get caught in a position where you're willing to compromise nutrition just because you're hungry. And that's where meal prepping can greatly benefit you. So I'm going to walk you through what I'm sending him out with this week, and then also some other things I've used in the past, just to give some more options. So what I have here is his protein shake that I mixed up, and I'll mix up the week's worth. This is actually only just 4 days worth, but I will mix up the week's worth, and then I'll throw the protein shake into jars, and throw a cap on it, put it in the freezer, and the night before I'll take one out and put it in the fridge, so by morning it's thawed out, but it's cold enough to still be enjoyable. And that's pretty simple. What I put in that is just some milk, the protein, and some cocoa, and I sweeten his with stevia. But for mine, I actually use monk fruit extract, and monk fruit extract doesn't have that fake sugar aftertaste that you can get from stevia. The good thing about stevia is that it does come in other flavors, so it's really easy to switch it up and create so many different kinds of shakes because of that. But you can use monk fruit extract and like some essential oils, like orange, or orange is a big one that I use, that I'll put in there and make like an orange chocolate or something. So anyway, and this monk fruit extract doesn't have that corn sweetener that starts with the E that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. It's just straight monk fruit extract. So if you're trying to avoid corn in any way, then this would be a good option for you. I picked this one up on Amazon. So anyway, moving on. Then the next thing that I'm going to send him out with this week is the protein bar. This is just the mixture of it for my second batch. My first batch, that was my oven telling me that it's done. So take that one out so you can see what that looks like. But I send him out with the protein bars, or with a protein bar every day that I already have cooked, and I wrap them up individually. So this is what it looks like when it comes out, and I'll cut that up and wrap that in his trail mix bar, which I'll get to in a minute. So I did a video on this, so if you want the recipe for this, I have it on video, and you can see that it is very easy to adjust it according to your preference. So check that one out. And then the next thing that I'm going to send him out with this week are his hard-boiled eggs that I have sitting in the Instant Pot. Really easy, just throw them in there, throw the Instant Pot on, and they're done. There's nothing I have to do other than that for the eggs. And then the last thing that I'm going to send him out with that I prepped is the trail mix that I make myself. And in this one I specifically put together to be a higher calorie. You don't have to do this if you're trying to stay low calories. You know, you can do that easily with just going out with a salad, or prepping a huge bowl of salad that you and then putting them into individual containers or whatnot. But what I found my husband was complaining the most about was that he wasn't hitting his caloric needs every day. And so since fat is the highest calorie in comparison to proteins and carbs, I needed to whip up something that was high in fats, and that's what this is. It is 2 servings of nuts, 2 servings of seeds, and then I top it off with some raisins just to get some sweetness in there. And so I switch this up every week. Like I'll put, this week it's pistachios. I have almonds that I'll use in place of pistachios sometimes, macadamia nuts. He also likes pecans. And we don't use anything that's like a sweetened nut or anything with added oil, just the oils from the nut itself. That is what we use. And then as far as the dried fruit's concerned, we also watch out for not having dried fruit that has added sugar or that has sulfur. So anyway, it's raisins this week, but I've also used dried mango, let's see, dried cranberries, dried figs, dried apricots, dried cherries. So those have been some other options that we've used. And those 4 items are what I'm going to send him out with. And I'm also going to send him out. We have carrots and celery, so just to get some little bit of veggies in there, and radishes. He really likes radishes. He just eats them raw. We're not, we like our veggies here, so they're not something that I really have to put together and cook or anything like that. We eat them raw. So I'll send them out with that and fruit, and that right there is, all of that together is at least 1,800 calories, because this food that I just showed you here is at least 17. So, so then by the time he comes home, all we have to worry about in order to meet his caloric needs is a good dinner, with everything, a good balanced dinner with protein, fats, and carbs, and making sure we're getting our vegetables and stuff in there. And that's the only meal that I have to worry about this week. So, and then if he's still a little bit low, then he generally likes to have like some eggs as an evening snack, or a couple glasses of milk. Those are slow digesting proteins anyway, so they're good to have as an evening snack. But as you can see, this stuff doesn't take me very long to make. It's just minutes. The longest part is waiting on those protein bars to cook. But other than that, mixing everything up here, it's just a matter of minutes, and it doesn't take up my whole Sunday. So just in a simple, just in a small amount of time, I have his food prepped for his time outside of the home, and then we don't have to worry about anything but dinner when he comes home. So hopefully that has helped you and encouraged you to think about meal prepping and to take more charge of your health and nutrition. All right, goodbye for now.